Hello and welcome to this month's best characters tier list. We are gonna cover every single new unit that we have gotten during these past 2 months, April end of the month until June 1st. If you wanna revisit some of the other characters as well on the list, with more of an in-depth guide about these units and stuff like that, why they have been placed right there where they are right now, I suggest you to watch the other one that I have made a month ago for the month of April. Let's not waste more time and start off with the power units right now. You know the drill already. Farming characters, you know, potion units are gonna be at the bottom corner real quick. And in the month of May we have gotten 2 new characters, Cirucci for the power attribute and Nelliel as well for the end of the month. Let's talk about Nelliel first. Absolutely insane unit overall. The second best power character in the game without a doubt. Complete immunity that we haven't seen on a farmer character before. And if you want to do big damage as well, she can do that with damage to the weakened enemies. Of course, weakening on every type of strong attack that you have. Frenzy +2, hit hidden enemies right there. Increased chances to inflict Marauder, of course. So you can use this unit on any type of content that you want to, because she's ignoring the guard break and the resistance as well. Additionally, you can get super potions with this unit, 100% hit to dodging the enemies, any type of enemies in fact, and she does have a team heal effect. Of course, she got Havoc as well with better range, and that's really about it about the character. She has good type of strong attacks, good damage dealing, and she can inflict status ailment with ease. I put her at the second place here in the power attribute because she's a little bit better than Kenpachi thanks to the complete immunity, and all of the other juice as well, like inflicting more, you know, because she has the extra chances to inflict and a minimalistic team heal as well. Damage wise, she's at the same level as Kenpachi, but the good thing about this character is that you're immune to every single thing that is a status ailment, and you can inflict your status ailment with super ease, so you don't really need to rely on anything, you know, like lock or whatever. The next character that we have received for the May mid-month is Cirucci. The visuals are unfortunately underwhelming, but let's talk about the strength of the character. As you can see, the damage could be right there, because she has damage to the less rated enemies 60%, which would be 60% damage increase if you can inflict. That's a big part about this character, that she can't. I mean, she can inflict, the possibilities right there, but the extra chances are not, you know, so like it's a hit or miss if you have that 60% damage or not. The guaranteed things are the following though: guard break and frenzy +1, some recharge action, of course. You're getting droplets if you're using her as a main character or a link, and technique potions, you know, that's the only thing that we can talk about here. Additionally, if you're stacking Arankars in the team, let's just say you're gonna play with Nelliel and Cirucci in the team, you're gonna get more strong attack damage. That will stack until 4, of course, and yeah, you know, I mean, you can get 40% extra damage on the Cirucci, but yeah, I mean, if you have her, or people are gonna play with Nelliel, if you know what I mean. I don't really know if we have other power characters that are Arankars and used nowadays. Maybe Arena Halibel, but that's really about it, you know. Overall, not a bad character. The skill set is good, but you know, I mean, she was made for mid-month, nothing too crazy. Now for the speed attribute, we have Macy and Gantenbainne added to the list. Other than these 2 characters, we haven't got a new speed units. Let's talk about Macy real quick. Of course, I do think that she's the best speed character in the game. With sharpshooter, you know, big range, big damage. We have seen how good she is even in Guild Quest, even in co-op, any type of content that you can use her. And the good additional factor about this unit is that you can use her in brave battles as well as a main leader, using her at the middle, one-shotting the characters, you know, tank characters, anything that is not immune to you, because her third skill is super fast to activate. We do have damage to the paralyzed 40, weakened as well. We do have SP boost and frenzy +2. That's beautiful, that's insane. And you don't really need for this character to have the extra chances to inflict, because her second skill is the vortex that is exploding and following the enemies, you know, and with frenzy +2, that's gonna hit a couple of times, a lot of times, and the SP boost is non-stop gonna activate. She doesn't have bombardment. Even though she doesn't have it, she can do a beautiful run in Guild Quest. If you have more copies on the character, she can for sure do a 1-2-3 second run with ease, of course, if you have good side units. The next unit is Gantenbainne. I mean, he's not that bad, honestly. He's not that bad, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's you know, like, it was made for a mid-month. Like, I did put him into the S tier here, and the main reason why is because the other characters in the S tier next to him are kinda similar, if you know what I mean. We do have the 40% damage to the status helmeted enemies, and he has 60% less rated damage, and overall you could increase your damage by 100% if you can inflict. Big factor, if you can inflict. But he's not really inflicting with ease, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't have extra chances to inflict. So whenever you're doing it, it's super lucky. And yeah, I mean, that's about it, honestly. Guard break, frenzy, recharge, and he's a potion leak mainly. That's about it, guys, honestly. The only new character that we have received for the technique attribute is Nnoitora. That's it, literally it's Nnoitora. And yeah, I mean, Nnoitora, overall, let's talk about him a little bit. He was made for May, end of the month. End of the month characters are usually super good, or at least great in terms of something, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, this Nnoitora is not really that. There are multiple mid-mod characters that have been released before him, that are the same like him, you know, like that were made for guild quest purposes. They haven't received anything too crazy like guard break or anything like that, so they was literally made for guild quest. And the unfortunate thing about this Nnoitora is that he's not a mid-mod unit. He was made for the end of the month. He does have a lot of damage, but getting no guard break, I mean, let me tell you that, guys, I can think about so many other normal attack characters that are super good by base, but they are missing guard break and no one is using the character. Of course, nonetheless, I mean, if you like this Nnoitora, you can use him. He has a lot of damage, but you need to break the guard manually. That's the main issue with this character. And yeah, I mean, hey, other than that, like, he's a good guild quest unit. I mean, honestly, that's really about it for the technique attribute. We haven't gotten new characters for there, so let's move to the mind one right now. We do have Balgo added to the list, and the new Dordoni for the mid-mod, right? Let's talk about Balgo real quick. Overall, just a beautiful potion farmer. His skill set was made nicely. He has Drain, Lifesteal, however you want to call it. He has extra chances to inflict, Frenzy. You're getting the potions, you're getting the super potions, you're getting the droplets. You know, the Berserker, stuff like that. Beautiful kit overall. Havoc, Sharpshooter, Sprinter +2. Nothing to be complaining about here. But the thing why I haven't put Balgo as number 1 is because Ichigo has that beautiful Vortex for the second skill, which is absolutely just a no-brainer skill overall. You don't really need to do anything with that. And he has full immunity. He's sharing the immunity for the party members as well. And one more thing why is because Ichigo can be used in multiple type of guild quest missions than this Balgo, and he can be a little bit more useful, if you know what I mean. Balgo only can be used in one type of GQ, and that's the mixed guild quest, but Ichigo can be used in like 3-4 guild quest missions, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, you can make an argument that Balgo is better than Ichigo, of course, but you have fair points as well if you're saying Ichigo is better than Balgo, so I feel like they are kind of on the same level. It depends what you like more. Let's not forget about Dordoni as well. Increased strong attack damage when he's at full stamina. He was made to be a guild quest character, a guild quest booster unit for the Espada guild quest. He has Berserker 60, Frenzy, Guard Break, Start Barrier, and for his Salt Rate he has 30% full stam here. You cannot see it on the screen, but overall he's mainly just a guild quest unit as a guild quest booster side character to help you synchronize with your special move, stuff like that. But it's a good unit overall. It's a good unit. The visuals are underwhelming indeed, and the gameplay is kinda unfun, but if you'd like Dordoni, feel free to use him. He's kinda a good character. And for the last color we have the Horde characters here, potion characters at the left side. Again, we do have Bruno added to the list, and I do have the Szayelaporro as well that we have gotten for the end of the month. Bruno, absolutely insane, fantastic character, gauge unit, full immunity, recharge on the gauge, you know, whenever you're activating it, your skills are gonna have like insane recharge on them. Long stride, Marauder, Sprinter +2. He even heals himself whenever the gauge activates. Of course, he's getting his 50% SP boost when the gauge activates, and he's starting the match with 70% gauge. Fantastic unit, absolutely insane. The reason why I haven't put him on the first spot here on the list is because I still feel like Ichigo is a little bit more consistent. But if you do prefer spamming abilities, you know, I mean, Bruno is for sure your guy. Trust me, you can spam as much abilities as you want with this Bruno with enough recharge. You're starting the match, the gauge fills up, and you're just gonna spam, you know? You're just gonna spam abilities, clearing everything something. He does an insane amount of damage. I would love to have this Bruno, but unfortunately I haven't gotten him. You know, he's beautiful. You know, he's beautiful. Nothing too much to discuss. Now, Szayelaporro, on the other hand, though, is I mean, let me tell you that, guys, he's kinda questionable. I put him next to his beautiful friend Cien Grants, you know, because they are supposed to be played together. Let me tell you why. Because we have the Arankar damage to the status element affected enemies ability right here with the 40%. And of course, with Cien, you guys are gonna inflict a lot, you know, and you guys can do a lot of damage to the enemies. But, I mean, that's about it, I guess. For his Soul Rate, he has damage to the lacerated enemies 40%, which is a unique Soul Rate for sure. I guess you can use him as a link on Cien as well if you really want to. Overall, his damage is not that bad, don't get me wrong, but his second skill is truly trash. Like, honestly, guys, like, that skill is, like, 2017 level of damage, stuff like that. But, yeah, and his killer is human as well, so it's not that insanely useful. Not bad overall as a unit. I wouldn't say he's bad, he's just not as hype. For the end of the mod, he wasn't as hype, stuff like that, but he's okay for sure. He's supposed to be played with Cien Grants in the lobby, and that's mainly about it. But that's gonna be our tier list for this month of June. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a beautiful day / night wherever you are. See you in the next one, and bye bye.